Welcome back to the workshop. Today we're going to build what could possibly be the world's best tape dispenser. So maybe it's not the best, but there is a story behind this tape dispenser. A while back I was watching an AVE video when he was unboxing a bunch of stuff, one of which was from Tom Sachs. So Tom Sachs is a New York based contemporary artist, and I do really quite like his work, mainly because it looks like stuff that my granddad would have made in his workshop. It does a job, it doesn't try to hide what it is. You can see all the cut marks and scratches and places where you kind of screw up and you think, it doesn't really matter, it's fine, we'll just carry on. And he remarked upon the quick release tape.
It's the devil is in the details. Look at this. Look at this. See? You roll it over so that the fella on the other end can get it open easy. Quick release fly action.
So I did a bunch of research and I found out that Tom Sachs has actually made his own tape dispensers before. And like the rest of his work, it does a job, doesn't hide the materials that it's made for him or where he screwed up. And I really quite like that. So I thought it would be quite cool to make a tape dispenser in his style, but with the quick release feature that we saw in AVE's video. And that's what we've done today. So the first thing I did is got a piece of plywood and painted one side of it white. This is a staple of Tom Sax's aesthetic or his look, so I ripped it straight off. I then got out the table saw and did a whole bunch of tiny little cuts into a strip of plywood, not quite deep enough to go all the way through. And this is what you get. You get a piece of plywood. Hang on, let me just see if I can focus. Is it focus on this? So what you get is something like this. Thin plywood, lots of little cuts in it that don't go all the way through, but it makes the plywood bendy so you can have a nice curve in it like that. So I did that to a couple of strips of wood. I then took two scraps of plywood that I'd painted the outsides white to and double-sided taped them together. There we go. Having stuck them together, you only got to do one cut and you get two halves that are the same. This is a bit bigger than the other piece, so we're going to use this piece to trace out the design on, because if we design it on this side and it's bigger, then it won't work. So going to do that side. We've got our roll of tape here. Place that on. This will be the base plate, so we'll just hold that in place. And we can try and do a bit of this. I'm going to drill a hole on one side for our tape holder, which will just be a piece of dowel that we'll put in. So I need to find my drill bits. Looks about right. Here we go. God damn battery drill. Time to take out the big guns. Damn, that made a mess. Over to the bandsaw to cut out the basic side shapes. Blade snapped. God damn. But on the bright side, at least now we got something serrated to be the tape cutter. So one of the key features I wanted to include in this tape dispenser was the quick release mechanism. The ability to have a little tab that you can easily peel away the tape again once you've stuck it down. So to do that, I thought, chalk. If we have a piece of chalk just behind where the tape is cut off, that way you get a little piece of chalk dust on that, just the first tip of the tape, and that will act as a little tab. It will stop the tape from sticking down and color it so you can at least see where it is. This, however, didn't work. It took me about a day of messing around trying to figure out how to hold the piece of chalk in the right place without having it fall out, and I couldn't get anywhere with it. Right, so yesterday we hit a couple of setbacks, but I think I found a way through. So this line here, I'm not sure if you can see that. Yep, that line there. We're going to cut down that line. This blade is going to go in there, which is actually going to be a piece of the bandsaw blade that we broke yesterday. So that's going to happen like that. Then we are going to get this piece and glue that one. I'm going to cut along these lines here as well on this piece, so it'll only be short, but that will go on like that kind of deal. And then instead of having a piece of chalk, we have this piece, the piece that I said that would cut and put right there. We just color this piece in with chalk, and then the tape. God damn. This is why we need one of these tape dispensers, because this is awful. I'm trying to find the end. So once we have that there, then the tape will rest on it, and as it comes off, you get your little tab there. So we're going to head over to the bandsaw, and I'm going to do these cuts here that we need to do, and then we'll be pretty close to gluing together the one half of it. Okay, So after breaking every single bandsaw blade I own and waiting for new ones to arrive, I've finally got all the pieces cut down to a size that I think will work. And we're just gonna super glue all these pieces together and hopefully they will fit. If they do, then we can, drill some holes, put some screws in to make it a bit more secure. But start off with the super glue just in case it all doesn't work and we have to rip it apart again. Ooh, now that's an idea that I just had right now. I also made this piece, which is just a bit of an offcut that I made red, and this is going to go in here. So I need to put a tiny little screw or nail or something in there to have that act as a pivot, and that will turn. And then this section here is going to be a holder for chalk. Maybe we'll have to break it down so it'll be more like that, and then one on the bottom there, and then this will be what holds them in place. Let's give this a go. Beautiful. I always do that. I always flick that switch the wrong way. So we got a nice little hole in there you can see it. So I'm going to hold that in place. I'm going to use this thing. This has been the best thing I think I've ever bought on Amazon. I found it. I'll try and link it down below. It's kind of a secret I want to keep, but it's just a little awl kind of thing, like a little spike, little handle. It cost like 20p, including shipping. Well, the shipping was free, but 20p, which is nothing. That's like less than 50 cents. Came from China. It took about 6 months to get here, but it is so useful. It's ridiculous how useful just a metal spike can be. And there we go. We've got a little place where we're going to put our screw in, or our nail, or whatever we're going to use. But it's great for marking things like that, scribing a line. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Got to find a wee screw or nail or something. These ones look pretty cool. Got a little hole drilled in there, big enough for the screw to slide in and out, which is because that means it will spin nice and freely. Got a hole drilled in here as well. Now I'm going to put a tiny little blob of super glue into that hole to help the screw stay stuck in and not come unscrewed. But just tiny, because I don't want it to actually glue this thing to that thing. I just want the screw to stay put, so that should do it. Okay. There we go. Smashing. Alright, now we can start actually gluing the thing together. Right angle on this. That looks pretty dang good to me. Yeah. Okay. The gloves just sticking together. Something about the random blue glove in this video that happens to appear halfway through. It's because I managed to use electric screw right through my finger. Just like that, right, bam, like that, right through. It's the first time I've had it through and through as well. Usually you get like a little graze or a cut, that's fine, but this literally went into the finger there and out the other side. Luckily I missed the bone and I missed the tendons, so they just patched me up with some tape and sent me on my way. Next, what's next? This guy, the front plate. Let's put that guy on next. Smashing. Alright, now the curvy bit. Oh yeah. Oh man, I think we're ready for the blade. Why don't we just glue that one in right now? Here we go. Here we have some little hinges that I salvaged from an old clock that fit nicely. We're going to put those on. We're going to put, here's a little latch. Here's a little latch mechanism that we made. That's going to go kind of like that. Put a hinge about there, about here. Alright, going to use the Dremel to pilot drill a couple holes. There we go. There we go. There we go. So the last thing I'm going to do is put this little piece of sandpaper right up here, and this is going to be the place that we load up with chalk from our handy dandy chalk store in there. So I want to get some super glue on that. Don't want to put super glue on top of the sandpaper because we want that rough surface to kind of capture and hold as much chalk powder as we can. There we go. Shucks. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut something out of here. Well, whoop, just so you can. Maybe the thing to do would be to just saw it out with a hole saw. Let's just see what size sole holes we have. That one is about the right diameter. All right, let's give that a go. There we go. All right, so we've finished finally. And that took way longer and was way more complicated than I thought it would be. But we're finally done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It actually works, which is, you know, something. A lot of the things that I try and make don't even end up working ever. So I'm really chuffed with this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the journey that was building this silly tape dispenser. And go check out Tom Sachs's other videos. I'll link in the description down below to one of his videos called 10 Bullets. Really good watch. I highly recommend you guys all go and watch that video. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Patch out. Is that my new sign off? That's lame.